It wasn't until I lived in a very tiny city apartment that I learned how to strategically and optimally organize my space. Welcome back, guys. Today I want to share how I organize my very small New York City apartment. Now, I am getting ready to move very, very soon, so I wanted to use this opportunity to show you guys how I've utilized literally every single corner and space available in this room to organize my stuff as a minimalist. The good thing about small spaces is that you have no choice but to one, utilize the small space efficiently, and to declutter things that no longer serve you or you just don't use anymore. So it kind of forces you to get rid of things. The first step is obviously to declutter, get rid of everything that you haven't used for a long time, clothes, electronics, even down to the wires of the electronics. You want to have storage solutions. Now, if you're dealing with a small space, you want to build up because obviously you don't have enough real estate to add more furniture, add more shelving. So having wall shelves is a great way to build up and not take up space in your room. So for instance, I have this IKEA organizer right here, and it holds my hats. My keys go right there. I can grab them on the way out the door. And then I have my fanny pack. I also have my Pilates bands right there, because they're just easy to hang, they're easy to access. It also reminds me to use them. This already came with the room, the hooks. That's where I have my bags because New York charges for bags, so it's nice to just grab that when I'm headed out. Yeah, so building up is very efficient. You want to utilize organizational tools like storage bins, drawer divider, hooks, labels to keep your things organized. Next is designated places for them. Like I just said, you want to place things where there's like a flow around your room. So anything that you tend to grab before you leave, place them by the door. And that's another thing. You want to place things where you might need a reminder or it's easy to access. I have everything I need situated around the door. That way I can easily grab things, takes less than a minute, and I head straight out the door. My shoes are by the door, so I can easily grab them. And also I've kind of made like an entryway. That way my shoes, are by my bed, and then I'm gonna have to walk on the rug to get to the door. And then this is my food station. I have my water pitcher, my water bottle, my vitamins and supplements all in that area. So anything consumed has its own station. And then I have my office things over here. It's very separate from the relaxation and bed area. That was also intentional as well. So this also came with a room, and that's where I keep, my loungewear and then my workout clothes in here. There's no closet in here, which is another thing, just something that also forced me to be strategic about where I place things. So then here's my vanity. I have all my makeup products and skin products. As you can see, it's a very small space, but I've literally utilized every single part of it. And for my bulky items is my yoga mat, my, neck cushion for working out. Also have my garbage there, but also for things that I didn't want to be visible, like my laundry basket and my garbage can and my handheld vacuum. So I placed that in this corner here, and you can't even see it. It's out of the way. It's not blocking anything, and it's still easy access. Obviously, I don't have many options for furniture. The bed is fixed there. Most of the furniture besides the bed and the chair came with the room. Having no choice when it comes to certain pieces of furniture also helps you decide where to put everything else. You have less options, which isn't a bad thing in this case because you have less deciding, less thinking to do on where to place your furniture. But for me, I definitely wanted to separate the work area, even if it's a small room, it's still possible, with the lounge/sleep relaxation area. Some people would naturally want to put the desk by the window for more light, but for me, I definitely wanted to separate the two areas. Also, when you separate your work area with your sleep area, your body and your mind naturally know that once you cross this line, once you go to the sleep area, then your body will naturally want to relax. That's why they say you never want to put your desk where you sleep if you can help it. So even in this situation, yes, it's in my bedroom, but I've made a clear line between the rest area and the work area. Now, another thing with having a designated spot or a station for everything is it's easy to put things away when you're done using it to prevent the buildup of clutter. So as soon as I walk through the door, I know to hang up my keys where the hook is. I know to place my water bottle at the food counter. And then, any like sunblock or anything, I know to place there. I know to place my laptop over there. So it's so automatic. It's like building a habit, right? Instead of just placing my keys over in the food station or on my vanity. That's easy to do as well because they're so close in proximity. But because I have mentally made a note where everything goes, and my brain just automatically knows what to do with. That's the goal that you want to have when you're organizing your space. You want to make life easy for you. Another great storage space is under the bed. Now for me, I like to avoid using the bed because I feel like under the bed is this dark hole. One, you forget what you have under there. People tend to stuff random things under there and then they end up losing it because there's no designated space. So if you can avoid it, I would not use your bed as another storage option. That should be the last thing. But if you do use storage, under the bed storage, definitely still have a system and still treat it as a designated space for something like winter clothes, shoes. So just don't use it for random things. And that is my entire organized minimalist space. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be mindful and strategic. You can literally do it with any space. So just to recap, you want to have an organization system, you want to have organization tools, and you want to have a designated space for everything, but you also want to organize it in a way where it fits your routine. So there should be a flow in how often you use the items, so place them in a location where it has easy access. And that is all I have for today. Thank you for tuning into my room tour, and stay tuned for another video where I move to an even smaller room, and I think that'll be a really fun challenge. So look out for that video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on how to live more intentionally. I'll see you guys later.